Imagine towing your caravan onto an island and camping right on the beach. And the wildest part, this slice of paradise is only 1 hour from Brisbane. We've just spent 7 days exploring North Stradbroke Island, caravanning, four-driving and camping beachfront with mates, and it turned out to be the perfect shakedown test for our brand new four-drive setup. If you're new around here, we're Haley and Brad. We've been camping all around Australia for the last 3 years, seeking out all of the gems. If you like trips like this, be sure to subscribe to join us on all of our adventures. Alright, it's just gone past 5 o'clock. Got a couple of coffees on the go. We're going to get our butts out of gear because we've got a boat to catch. Let's go. Is that Saren?
Good morning, my friend.
Keenan. It's nothing like a little bit of adrenaline to start our morning. We've just picked up Sarah and Keelan and we are heading over to North Stradbroke Island. Although I think we may have made an error with our time. We're trying to make the barge. We're running about 10 minutes late at this point. Oh, that's gorgeous. Woo! Let's go! Sun's up, silent party. I'm awake now. I'm just putting it in a low range.
We accidentally took the wrong way and now we're stuck going up this hill.
It should be alright. It was worse than this in the Bloomfield. We just got to put it in low range and go slow. We've got no time to turn around.
I'm in the low range still first.
We made it.
We made it.
By the skin of our teeth. It was a very stressful morning. For anyone who knows what it's like to travel on the M1 from the Gold Coast to Brisbane, knows that a single accident or some unplanned traffic can completely ruin everything. We were running late this morning and literally an accident or some heavy traffic could have completely ruined this trip. But we're here, the ferry's there, North Straddie's off in the distance. We're gonna have mates behind us. I am so jazzed up for this trip. Let's
chuck the inverter on and make the coffee.
We have personal barista. Well, I have a personal barista. Here you go, darling. Thank you.
Where's my cup?
Well, you'll see us waving goodbye to our mates here. The Sea-Link crew are pretty strict when it comes to height and length checks, and my mate Keegan had actually measured his setup wrong. He later admitted to me that he didn't really know how to use a measuring tape. Thankfully today, it only caused a minor hiccup, and luck was on their side. As it turned out, the tides certainly were not if they had to catch a later ferry. These bloody muppets mismeasured their car, and they almost didn't make it on the boat.
And then Sarah just texted me being like, oh thank gosh. I was like, what are you on? And then we just realised they're right behind us.
I couldn't see them, but they're right behind us. Oh, crisis averted, because look at this. We are crossing right at low tide and we kind of need that buffer period because we don't know the condition of Flinders Beach. That's where we're going to be camping.
Yeah, we need to drive on the beach to get to our camp, and you're not allowed to drive around high tide, but also there's apparently massive swells at the moment, so the tide could be higher than what it actually should be.
There's not another low tide until 9:10 tomorrow, so anyway, crisis averted.
Yay.
He's got the fish found on fine right.
Yeah, I reckon he's trolling.
have made it to the beach entry, about to let the tyres down. Rookie error, he's parked in a puddle.
The only puddle on North Stradbroke Island. I parked in it. So we were just rolling in and we were talking on the radio, and some guy must have heard us having a conversation about getting on the beach at the northern end, and he said you can't get on there, it's blocked because there's a bunch of trees down, probably from the cyclone. So we've come up to the northern entrance. It looks pretty soft here, so we're gonna let our tyres right down. I'm gonna air down probably around 15-18 psi and everything, just so done everything possible to prevent getting stuck. But yeah, so we'll drop all our pressures down and we'll get on the beach because we've got probably only an hour of low tide, so give ourselves plenty of breathing space with the tides.
It's also crazy how much the beach has changed. Like, we first came to Straddie it would have been 4 years ago, literally to around this time 4 years ago, and we came in our old Hilux and our tent, and we're just saying, like, we came down to this beach. I'll get the big camera so you can see, but like the beach has totally changed. It's all like bumpy and looks totally different to when we were here last time, where it was completely smooth. I know like the cyclone earlier this year would have had a big impact on that, but it also just goes to show that like these beach camps completely change every time you come here. Look at the rigs together. How good does that look?
As we dropped our tyres down, quite a few beachgoers pulled up for a quick chat and were kind enough to let us know that we'd gotten a bum steer if we were planning on accessing the campsites from this end of the beach.
You sounded like a
We've
local
been
that knew what he was
stitched up, guys.
Yeah, he didn't even know which camping section we were in. Yeah, we've just been told over the radio, changed all our plans, and then people are coming past, like, seeing us let our tyres down, like, what are you guys doing? You're not going to get up the beach from here. So we're now having to reinflate some tyres so we can run up to the northern entrance. Unless old mate lives in a world where the southern and northern pole are opposite. Yeah, maybe he's a flat earther.
Yeah, maybe he's flat earth. That's right, bro.
Do you have it on your drone, the sticks?
No, I had it, yeah, and it was impassable, and we're not driving cars through salt, especially you guys.
Today? Nearly missed the ferry. Nearly didn't get let on the ferry. And now we've been stitched up by the dude telling us to go in the wrong entrance. That's not passable. Not good.
Well, I'm a little bit nervous to start off with. I've got to remember to do everything. Traction control off, that's something that's new to me. Traction control off. High range. I don't know why I'm so anxious, but it never really gets easier, I feel like, doing stuff like this. Been a bit of a hectic morning. Just stress is pretty high. I'm going to be pretty happy once we make it to camp. Keelan's just going in front. He just idled down by the looks of things. Wasn't too much effort.
Dad, you're right, big fella. It's pretty easy, mate.
That's what I like to hear. Ooh, that wasn't too bad. I actually tried to flatten out some of that ramp because it's pretty chewed up there. Some guy just got bogged just as we were airing down, which didn't do anything for the confidence, but look at this, we're on the beach. Well, we bloody made it. We're at campsite J. It is pristine and we've just come straight off the beach. The access track's right here and we just found this beautiful site. Beachfront, like it's as good as it gets. So we've and it's big enough for 2 vans, which is sometimes can be a bit of a challenge. But Keelan's just come in. He's going to park at an angle there. I'm going to back in sort of at the same angle, so we'll have like this awesome spread for the next week. It is going to be unreal.
How will you get
We
through
should be
this
alright.
bit?
I reckon I'm going to back through these bollards. I'll go back through those bollards over there, and then I'll run forward, and I should be in position theoretically. But in saying that this thing also does turn like a double-decker bus. See how we go.
Let's give it a crack.
Are you guys those YouTubers? Nice to meet you, mate. I'm Keegan.
Mate, you
Well, we sure got lucky snagging this beachfront site. Even in winter, you get the best of both worlds here. Crisp mornings and warm sunny days. It's still even warm enough for a swim. With a campfire and a cozy night planned, we were settling into the island life in no time.
I reckon I could get used to days like this. Beautiful sunsets. The weather forecast is looking amazing for us, so I'm really looking forward to these next few days. But we've just banged up some nice little chicken burgers. Slap the tops on them. I'm just gonna eat mine off the plate, like not off the plate.
Brad's not much of a plate user. He hates washing up. Come and look at what I've discovered with my where I can put my drink. So we got these new Straddie chairs. They're so good because they recline back and stuff. But ready? Take a seat. And then, boom. Got this little buddy thing here. Got my sunnies in it, my drink. Can put my phone, my Kindle. How good's that?
Really elevated our campsite.
Cheers.
As always, thanks to our Buys the Beer crew. You guys keep the wheels turning and the beers cold, which are 2 essential pieces to this operation. Cheers. After an epic sunrise, we followed Lead Boots into town for a little surf safari, checking out a few of the breaks and unfortunately smashing down one of the worst pies we've ever had. Luckily, the whales were putting on a show, which more than made up for the lackluster dog's eye.
I'm about to go for my first surf on my new surfboard.
The whole reason we got the roof rack pretty much is before this trip. Getting taught by the best. Keelan Surf Safaris.
We're literally on surf safari at the moment. He's taking us on a tour around the beaches of Straddie, trying to find a good one that is good for Sarah and I to do little surfing on, but I think he's also secretly looking for one with big waves for him to go do surfing on. So I'm not sure how much surf coaching is going to happen in it.
I was concerned about the same thing. I don't know what the hell we paid for, but we'll figure it out soon.
Let's have a look at this one, hey?
Well, the surfing lesson was a bit of a fizzer. Immediately, the instructor paddled straight out the back and left us to figure it out on our own. The girls still managed to get a few in the whitewash, which actually set them up for better surf conditions over the next few days.
First wave. Good stuff.
I feel so Gumby, but it's lots of fun.
All right, we'll get a few more and get the practice in.
If you're enjoying this episode and are planning a trip around Australia, then you have to check out our ebook called The Ultimate Guide to Camping on the Ningaloo Coast. This has been our favourite place that we've visited in our 3 years travelling Australia, and our guide includes everything you need to know about camping there, including the best campsites, the best snorkeling spots, and everything you need to know to have the best time there. We also have a new guide coming soon that we've been working on even more destinations in Australia, and if you are a customer of our Ningaloo ebook, you will get early access and an exclusive existing customer discount to our next guide. So now is the time to grab your copy of our Ningaloo ebook and make your trip to the Ningaloo the best it can possibly be. Anyways, thanks to us for sponsoring this episode, and let's get back to our Straddie episode. What a morning. I'm just having my cinnamon porridge, my coffee, looking at this stunning view. As we experienced yesterday, surfing is solid exercise. Like, I was exhausted, but that's why I'm fueling up, because Sarah and I are about to take our boards out. There's like nice waves just out there. We'll have to paddle out a bit far, but they're nice small waves, so we're gonna go do that. And then I think today we're just gonna chill around camp, because it's turning out to be a mint day. Can't believe like this is winter.
Yeah.
So nice, feels like summer, and it's a good spot to just chill and hang out for the day.
Once the tide comes in too, we're sort of bound to this area, and it's a bit hard to rush around and do sort of certain things on the island unless you plan to be out for the whole day. So yeah, today's going to just be a lay low day, and then we can explore a little bit more of the island in the coming days. But yeah, I mean, when conditions are this good at camp, you just got to make the most of it, haven't you?
The girls were having an epic session here, snagging wave after wave right out the front of camp. It was also so cool to see this massive school of yellowtail kingfish cruising past. Such an epic sight. Even better, it's a sure sign the whole marine system here is thriving.
Well, it's a bloody mint day here on Straddie. We are loving it. We're just cruising down Main Beach. We've finally got a good tide window today and a good wind window where we can probably cruise all the way down to the southernmost tip of North Stradbroke Island. Like, you can see the mountain ranges of like the Gold Coast hinterland. You can see the skyscrapers of Surfers Paradise.
And we can see whales.
Oh, it's so cool. The water clarity is also so good today, but Stradbroke holds a very special place in our hearts, doesn't it, Patsy?
Yeah, it was the first like full drive trip that we did in our old Toyota Hilux, like literally 4 years ago. This time 4 years ago, like before we left on our trip.
Pretty much to the day.
Yeah, we just bought a Hilux and we took it on the beach for the first time here, so it's pretty surreal to be back.
It's amazing how much can change in 4 years too. Like 4 years ago, we had no experience for driving. I was absolutely bricking it going on the beach.
Oh, that reminds me too though, when we were here we had the Hilux, and you know Hiluxes like don't have a lot of fuel.
Yeah.
So do you remember like we literally did not have enough fuel to get, because we tried to do this last time, we didn't have enough fuel to get down to the bottom and back.
Yeah.
So we had to like, I think we got on the beach, we hopped off, we went and found fuel, which was hell expensive on the island, topped up, and then tried to drive down here, and we still didn't go all the way down. Whereas like this time, where did we last top up fuel? In Burleigh.
Yeah, before we left.
In Burleigh on the way up, and now we've got the Long Ranger, which has...
I've got 3/4 of a tank, over 3/4 of a tank left, so I'm not even have to go and think about getting fuel on this trip, which is
crazy.
Yeah, it's just those little things, and this rig has been like perfect. Like the way we've set it out, like all the systems have been working so good, having the water, having the power, you know, and having the canopy, like the fridge and the canopy. It's been
well, something that we did realize with that was that we probably should get a solar panel for the roof.
Yeah, we definitely need to add on a solar panel. So yeah, no, having that little bit of extra, all these little extra creature comforts just enhances our camping experience. We're loving it. But yeah, we're just following Sarah and Keelan here. We're gonna punch down to the southern point, try and find a spot to have some lunch, and just enjoy the day on it. This is the main beach camping area, and as you can tell, not very caravan friendly, or maybe camper trailer. That's about as far as you'd go because the trees are so low hanging and there's steep access ramps to get in. But there's a bloody awesome view up here. If you're camping in a swag or a tent, this is a better spot, I reckon, especially on a day like today. That's about all she wrote for the southern tip of Straddie. We've still got like maybe another few kilometres until the actual point, but because of the recent cyclone, or not so recent, but a few months ago, it's just taken all this bank down, all the casuarinas are down, and it sort of blocks the beach. We're at dead low tide, and to drive through to the southern tip, you'd have to drive through a bit of salt water, unfortunately, on this tide. You had a good day, mate?
I've had the best time, and there's even whales right there. So cool.
Old K-Dog's catching fish, you guys are catching waves.
Yeah, check out my knee.
Battle scars.
I'm a real surfer now.
What an afternoon though.
It was a bloody mint day here on Main Beach. Lunch in the sand, plenty of surfing, and the whales off in the distance. It turned out to be so easy to get caught up in the moment, and that's exactly what happened, forgetting completely about the tide and quickly having to pack up and make it back to camp before the high tide closed the beach off. Thankfully though, with a few well-timed tidal surges, we made it back okay, just in time for yet another specky sunset.
Just imagine killing someone like a rat up a drain pipe.
I'm like a cat on a hot tin roof, mate. I'm ready to pounce on some, you know, when I wake up.
You're like a centipede with socks on.
Yeah, I'm like a centipede without any clothes on, just socks.
Oh, that's paddleboardable. I'll be on that. Probably get the clothes out. Ride the rail.
Ride the rail.
Well, it's a fresh morning start here, but the sunrise has just been going like this for the last, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and I can't get it out of my head to go for a paddleboard, so let's take her out. and see this beautiful sunrise from the water. Whew. Can't feel my toes. There's absolutely no swell now. It's completely dropped off. Wind is non-existent. These are awesome conditions. That was like 45 minutes of orange glow.
Yeah,
And
look
the
at it
sun's
now.
only just poking up now. We're just about to.
Are you
Go for a run?
No.
Go for a paddle. It's so beautiful out there. You have to.
No.
Mornings like this don't come around very often. You can launch without getting like, you just wear shorts. I wore my hoodie. I was nice and cozy out there. Water's warm on the feet, but when you come in, it's cold. I encourage it. Well, the days were starting to blend together as we cruised off down the beach and headed into town before setting out on the North Gorge walk, easily one of the island's highlights. This track winds along dramatic cliffs with turquoise water below, and it's the perfect spot to watch turtles cruising by, dolphins playing in the surf, and if you're lucky like us, even catch the humpbacks passing by on their annual migration. Our original plan was to hit the surf club for lunch, but the kitchen wasn't open yet, which was a shame because, mate, have a go at that view. Well, we've just had a absolute fat feed. Where did we go? It was like the Stradbroke Straddie Eats, and they had the best chicken burger. It was so good. But now I've just put one weight on because I've essentially got two in my belly, and I'm going to go for a little dive here while the girls sit on the beach. When we went for our walk along this headland, this is the headland walk right here, and the surf club's just on our right. They look like there's heaps of fish along this ledge here, and it looked like it dropped off really nicely. And we haven't, the diving gear has that much dust on it. We haven't been diving in ages, so we're going to go for a little look around, see what we can find. Well, it turns out I not only was swimming with humpbacks nearby, but I also was swimming with a manta ray, which I completely missed until I was editing this footage. How cool is that? You can hear the whales under the water, it's amazing. How about that for our last night sunset? Safe to say, I think we're all pretty beat up after the surf safari.
Mate, surf safari went off. I'm waiting for my invoice. I'm gonna invoice all of you guys like $500.
Patsy's sitting here icing up. We got the fire cranking. The weather's actually supposed to go a little bit bad tomorrow with the northerly swell pushing up the beach, and the wind's supposed to kick up too. So we've had probably 5 days of awesome weather. Very privileged to be able to do stuff like that. Camp out and live this lifestyle. Share it with great mates. It is very special. We go for a quick dip and enjoy a beautiful night around the fire. Look at this. Well, it's been a big week on Straddie and we're finally packed up and leaving. Now, I remember just probably nearly 12 months ago, we were doing this exact same drive going off the beach, but I was bricking it because 1, I didn't have any power, 2, there was a soft sand exit, and 3, the tide was coming in. And we have all those things going on today, but I am so calm because I have so much trust and faith and confidence in this vehicle. This week has been an awesome week to just get a feel out for the car on soft sand, towing on the beach. This is probably like the worst case scenario for us when we're towing in soft sand with consequences, aka the tide. And yeah, so when we get down this cutting, I'm very excited to see how this thing performs towing a heavy van up the beach with that corrected wheel track because of our J-Max diff, with the extra power because of our Just Autos tune. And yeah, we've got a direct comparison of when we come off T-Whale last year in the old Silver Bullet. So I'm very excited to see how this thing's gonna perform. Wind's up, it's still a gorgeous day. I miss this place. About to jump off the beach. I've just popped my my tune in the highest mode, which is the power mode. We're in first gear, high range. Let's do it. Looks pretty chopped up. Just need a bit more speed. I was worried about banging the van on the bank here. Just hit it with a little bit more speed. A bit more straight on. She's too soft. She's pretty soft, mate.
What, were you actually trying or were you just getting a photo?
Nah, I tried with like little momentum to start off with, and I come to a stop, so I reversed down and just put my lockers on and hit it again with a bit more momentum.
Yeah, roger that.
All right, well, we made it off the beach. We're just airing back up. Yeah, it was a bit sketchy,
Keelan
mate.
chopped it up for everyone.
No
Good on
idea.
you, Keelan.
You're welcome. That's just what happens when you give it all 8 barrels, drop the clutch in the automatic.
Deary me. But yeah, we're all aired back up, and yeah, we're going to pretty much punch it straight over to the ferry because I think we need to be there in like
We
20
need to be there in
minutes.
20 minutes, so we're running fine. But at least we didn't get bogged. We would have been here all day.
That could have been catastrophic.
Nah, it's been such a good time, eh?
Yeah, I can't believe we spent a week here and we could have spent longer, but yeah, it was so much fun. Always the best time with Sarah and Keelan as well.
Make sure you like and subscribe to our Australia trip.
And like and subscribe to their channel as well. But thanks so much for watching this episode, and the next one is going to be totally different to this. We're going to go from beach camping to...
I'm not going to be wearing thongs, let's just put it that way. We're going to the snow again.
So make sure you subscribe so you can see all of that, and we'll see you then.
See you guys, thanks for
Bye.
watching.